Hi everyone! Tonight for supper I'll be making smoky jalapeno popper meatloaf with creamy ranch drizzle. What all goes into the smoky jalapeno popper meatloaf with creamy ranch drizzle? 1.5 pounds ground beef or beef and pork mix. This is 2 1/4, so I won't be using all of it. 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs. 1 egg beaten, 1/2 cup shredded cheddar cheese, 1/2 cup cream cheese softened, 2 jalapeños seeded and diced, 4 strips of bacon cooked and crumbled, 1 teaspoon smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, salt and pepper to taste. For the drizzle, 1 tablespoon sour cream, 1/2 cup ranch dressing, 1 teaspoon fresh parsley chopped. So let's begin. Take a large bowl, dump in your 1.5 pounds of ground beef, your 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs, your 1 egg beaten, your 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, and your 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and your salt and pepper to taste. Mix it up until it's fully combined. I'm going to be using my clean hands. I removed all of my rings. You can mix this with a spoon or if you'd like, but I find it easier just to get in there and mix it with your hands. A little messier, but it does mix faster and more efficiently. All right, take a bowl, dump in your 1/2 cup of cream cheese, which is 4 ounces. Take and dump in your 1/2 cup shredded cheese. I almost had way too much cheese. I read it as 2 cups, but I caught it in time. So there's a 1/2 cup. Your 2 jalapeños seeded and diced. Those are big jalapeños. I should have probably not used the whole thing. And the 4 strips of bacon cooked and crumbled. And mix that until they're thoroughly combined. The softer your cream cheese is, the easier it's going to mix. So I am going to mix this off camera so I don't have to fight the camera and the dog. Be back in a minute. Preheat your oven to 375. Take a loaf pan and grease it, which I already have. I have the drip tray, so all of the grease goes to the bottom of the pan and not retained in the meatloaf. Take half of your meatloaf mixture and put it in the bottom of the pan. And spread it out to the corners. And flatten it out the best you can. My pan kind of springs down because it is the draining pan. I'm going to cover up the little cracks there. We don't want it to go through. Then take your filling and put it just in the center, not clear to the edges. I should have done less jalapenos, but I am going to put it on thickly because I've got a lot. And as you can see, I'm not going to the edges because we want to seal this up with the other half of the meatloaf mixture. All right, so they're all on there, except for a few stray jalapenos, and I've got enough of those anyway. So I'm going to push them down. Okay, take the last half of the meatloaf mixture and put it over top of the filling. And we're going to seal it, hopefully. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that since I have a lot of the filling. But even if it leaks out, it's still going to be good. Okay, so we're going to seal that. And I'm just going to go around all of the edges and push down. And it should connect with the other half of the meatloaf. And again, we're going to fill up all of the little holes. And we'll flatten it out as well. the best we can. I have my meatloaf pan on a cookie sheet, and the reason why I do that is the handles, they actually are attached to the drain thing. So if you go to take it out of the oven and grab it by the handles, you're going to make a mess all over the place because this part won't be coming up. So put your smoky jalapeno popper meatloaf in a preheated 375-degree oven for 50 to 60 minutes. We've got about 7 minutes until the meatloaf is done. We'll make the drizzle now. Take your 1/2 cup of ranch dressing, put it in a small bowl, 1 tablespoon of sour cream, and the 1 teaspoon of chopped parsley, and mix that up. Set in fridge till needed. All right, so after 60 minutes, the meatloaf is done. I'm going to take it out and set it over on the cutting board and let it rest for a few minutes before we dish up. Then we want to drizzle the creamy ranch drizzle. So here is the smoky jalapeno popper meatloaf with the creamy ranch drizzle. And rounding out the meal is Spanish rice. Let's see what Dave thinks.
It's pretty good.
That is smoky jalapeno popper meatloaf with creamy ranch drizzle.
Okay, just made with hamburger.
Yes.
I like this. It's got a little crunch to it, which I like a lot. The jalapenos are pretty tame, but it's kind of hoping they'd open my sinuses up. Getting my voice back though. Yeah, the peppers are not bad. I like it.
Recipe deals for easy meals. Please like, subscribe, and share. This is Cooking with Sherry. Until we meet again.